With Bo Horvat coming back in. Max Siplikov comes out. We see Cal Ritchie move to the wing to play with McLean and Cizikas as Riddick makes a save off Thompson in tight.
George, who if not for the guy with the puck, Matthew Schaefer, might have been the top D prospect heading into the year. Playing in the minors is not a bad thing.
Schaefer turned it over. It's Thompson and Tuck the other way. They've got Doan with him. Thompson shoots and a close save from Riddick. Around. Trying to break a long playoff drought. They're trying to win their 29th game of the season as Horvat shot from range off a one-timer. Had to be stopped by Lyon. First test of the game for Alex Lyon. Here's Schaefer getting free behind the net. Passes one out towards Mayfield. Tough spot, able to control it. His shot blocked away. Left the rebound. Heineman charging forward with Drouin, and Heineman had it swept away.
About 2 or 3 months ago, people were saying, why is this guy here? Now you're looking at it and going, the pieces are coming together. Integrated as young guys well. He's done a nice job.
Closing in, Riddick with a... Thompson tried to drag it off the boards, gave it up to Shabadov in the middle of the ice as Mayfield and Doan have a little jousting behind the play. Schaefer 1-on-3, stick lifted off the initial try, still there. Cizikas scores! They wave it off. Cizikas came barreling through. Ryan Polak, day-to-day upper body injury after suffering an injury in Seattle on Wednesday. Heineman got it back from Drouin. He'll risk one of that, and it's gloved and held by the 33-year-old Alex Lyon. Duclair fanned on a pass. Mayfield wiped out. Schaefer able to hold it in. Played behind the net for Anders Lee. Stuff attempt. Puck in the crease. Lee jamming away. But Lyon has it sealed. Noah Ostlund. His pass jumped up, but it's played by Power. Shot through a screen. Save made by the blocker of Riddick. Pass on here. Helenius with a big blast. Kicked out by Riddick. And the rebound try.
I don't mind that. A little tit for tat. Let him play.
This one knocked down. Zucker with a sneaky shot on goal. Boy, he got that off his stick in a hurry.
4 goals here as Horvat continues his ways in the faceoff dot.
Here comes Horvat working on Dahlin. Horvat snaps one, and it sticks to the arm.
They call it under the arm, and the quickness of the...
There's Heineman with a shot that got through, and the rebound never dropped for Horvat.
And now you talk about another quick release. You got...
Continues to find those soft spots on the ice.
Off the draw. Isaiah George plays down for Ritchie. Now Ritchie steps and shoots. Blocker save. Move to Duclair. D'Angelo's up on the rush as well. Barzell right side. Barzell across. Save made by Lyon on the try from D'Angelo.
What a save.
He freed up D'Angelo through the feet of Byram and right past the outstretched stick. And yeah, what a save that was by Lyon. Post to post. Overcommitted to the shooter, but the recovery sensational. That thing should have been in the back of the net. And
Islanders had 13 shots on goal in that first period. Look out here as this one popped to the slot. A save made. Rebound. They score. It's Jason Zucker. After a ping pong ball, puck kept bouncing around, and it came to Zucker at the side of the net, who scores on the opening shift of the second period.
let's watch Riddick. He loses sight of this puck because there's a big bounce. Is Buffalo, that's Samuelson, the defenseman, in, and Pelech loses his stick. But watch the puck and watch the body language of Riddick. He doesn't know where this puck is. Where's the puck? Then he's a little bit late getting to that. And then as he squares up, probably a little bit late getting over to Zucker, who came around the net. Always dangerous when guys come around the net because usually a defenseman can't stay with you. In that case, it's the wily veteran Zucker who puts a stick on that one.
Strike early in period number 2. Now they've got it again, and an open look for Owen Power, but he flubbed it. They set it up again, kicked out by Riddick, and the rebound just away from Benson. Josh Doan. Ostlund, Doan returns it. Now they snap it out for Dahlin. Thompson shot deflected into Riddick, and a save made in tight with Zucker right there. Pelech a chance to clear. Here goes Paul Horvat on a breakaway. Horvat saved by Alex Lyon. Pajot right in front of the benches. Over for Shabadov. He's in behind the D. Saved by Lyon as the backhand didn't go 5-hole.
In the neutral zone. Watch this pass from Pajot. Shabadov does not have to break stride. Earlier on, it was Horvat. The story, Brendan, he's had the Islanders number. You mentioned it, and this afternoon, it's the same thing.
That one tipped down just wide of the crease. Right on target. Put it to Zucker with Quinn in front. Zucker looking, waiting, dropping, backhand, saved by Riddick. Took one away from McLeod.
As you look at this one, that's Anthony Duclair in that spot. Probably got to assume the position of a defenseman, and if you don't, things come fast and furious as his guy beat him up the ice, the speedy McLeod. Just a really nice job. But Zucker, the original goal scorer.
That play engineered by Jason Zucker. McLeod had a great look. Huge stop from Riddick there. Lee from an off angle. Couldn't get it on goal. And Lyon got him to make contact with Barzell again.
Looking for another penalty, maybe. I think Matt Barzell, that's the play you want right away. But as it materialized, Anders Lee drifted all the way down to the corner.
Ritchie through the middle of the ice with speed. Ritchie shot kicked out by Lyon. McLean followed up on the rebound. He's able to put it to the boards and go get it himself.
A confident goalie about 5 feet above his blue paint came out to meet Ritchie as both teams. Callie, you mentioned the Islanders stretching it out. Buffalo trying to do the same thing.
Sent towards the crease where Malenstein was hanging around. Kozak put it off Krebs. And then Kesselring. Cizikas took a stick up high. Not sure whose it was. Pass out for Dahlin. Off the post. Dahlin again off the leg of Riddick. He did. Knocked off his skates. Here come the Islanders. It's Holmstrom and Pajot. Pajot hustling. Holmstrom drags. Shoots. Lyon makes the glove save.
What a play by Holmstrom.
Talk about some silky mitts. Got that shot away. Put it in a good spot, too. Pajot serves the decoy, but that was a heck of a scoring chance for Simon Holmstrom shorthanded. Here's Zucker. That pass stolen away by Horvat. Here he goes. 2-on-1 with Cizikas. Horvat. Wait, shoots. Trying to catch Lyon by surprise. 20 seconds remaining as the puck out to center. 3-on-2 developing here for Buffalo. Thompson. His pass got through for Benson. Dropped it off short side and they score. It's Tage Thompson off an incredible feed from Benson. And with just 11 seconds remaining, Buffalo takes a 2-0 lead.
The Islanders get a little overzealous in the offensive zone. Look, you got to understand, one guy's already fallen down. 2 guys can't jump into the pile. And if you do, this could have been a 4-on-2 as you see Ostlund on the left. He doesn't have a stick, but it comes a clear cut, a nice play by Thompson as he crosses the line. It just like we saw at the side of the net. It was Zucker before. Thompson finding a way to stay out of that as maybe Pelech in that situation. You each stay with your man, but not good enough for the Islanders in the final minute of the period against the top line. And that they came up short before. Good legs to start.
They haven't lost back-to-back games in regulation since before Christmas, and they're coming off a regulation loss on Wednesday in Seattle to finish up their 7-game road trip where they were 3-3-1. We'll see what the Islanders can get done here in the third period. As Riddick, they score again. It's Zucker on the opening shift of the third, just like he did on the opening shift of the second.
You see the puck come in. It should be coming to Adam Pelech, but it slows up quite a bit, and a great job by the Sabres as they hunt away. I think for Max Shabanoff there, he can't be half in, half out as he tried to throw that thing off the wall. And a suffocating forecheck. Here's the play I'm talking about. Just a great job by McLeod. And as Riddick goes for the stick, that one finds.
Kind of rough start to the season for Isaiah George. Now trying to make the most of his NHL time. It's Heineman and Schaefer. It's Heineman. He got through. Heineman backhand save made by Lyon.
Another chance in the dot here for Horvat to keep this alive. It's got to come soon.
Same 6 Islanders, but it's Dahlin with the high hoister and right into the middle of the net. Rasmus Dahlin from his own goal line makes it 4-0 Buffalo.
It's not a pretty goal or anything. Not an easy thing to do. Yeah, hit the back of the net is tough, but it's another thing when you got bodies, you have to go over, and nearly on the bullseye there.
Oh, sauce on that, huh? That thing was laying flat as it hit the ice.
The Cizikas goal called off early on, sort of, you feel this place was ready to go, and as time went on, fans kept looking, but it's just Alex Lyon's night.
Oh, another one. Alex Tuck got a tip on the Samuelson shot. It gets by Riddick, and it's now 5-0 Buffalo.
Well, it's 5-0 now. This hasn't been a 5-0 hockey game. Got ran out of the building, but the goal scorer, Tuck, he's on the wall right there. And a nice job by Samuelson holding on. And just on the wrong side of it was Boquist there as the big, rangy Alex Tuck finds a way to present his stick. Tough to get around him. And also tough for Riddick and a guy. You mentioned Brendan.
And Alex Lyon is about to win his 9th consecutive game for the Buffalo Sabres, which will tie a club record set by an original Islander and Jerry Desjardins back in 1976.